Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we are reading for the overview of Aries season. Aries season will be from March 20th through April 19th. Now, when I am doing the overview, the big reading, and I look at this as kind of like the chapters in our lives, where the general readings are more of the paragraphs of our lives or the pages of our lives. So when I am reading for the longer readings, I use a bunch of decks. I am using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I will then go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. That helps to provide some clarity, kind of fills in the gaps. We then go to my Osha Zen Tarot cards, and what that does is that helps to give us words of advice. My Archangel Power Tarot cards, again, Radley Valentine, and I really like how they kind of summarize everything. We then will be going to another Radley Valentine deck, and I did this, I think, last time. We'll pull one from my Angel Tarot cards. This is a little wordy, but it's got a really nice message. It's very gentle, okay? But the message, I like the messages. I will use, during the beginning part, this introduction, I will also pull from my Rider tarot cards. It's one of the more original tarot decks, okay? Okay. Then I will finish with my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. I am an intuitive channeler. What that means is that I open myself to higher power. Let whatever the message is come through my mouth. My job, just deliver it for whoever might need to hear it. And I do love hearing that the message was delivered. So, like I said, it may or may not resonate. And again, that's great. That's okay. Take what you like. Now, let's go through a little bit of the overview of what Aries season is about. This is just kind of the planetary movements, and just so you can get a little bit of a basic understanding. So on March 20th, Aries season began on 5:38, and this will all be Eastern Standard Time. It is also the equinox. Equinox means equal light and day. Now, in the northern hemisphere, that means it's the spring equinox. And in the southern hemisphere, that is the fall or autumn equinox. And that actually started again on the 20th, but that was like at 5:37 a.m. So they're really very close to each other. So we're just going to say. Now, something with the, I go through some of websites. I don't watch other readers. I don't watch other, horoscopes per se. But I do look at like where planets are and, what time that, they're transitioning or where they're going to be at, right? One of the messages that I picked up that I'm surmising is that, again, this is new start, new beginning of the astrological year. So, with the planetary movements, a lot of the messages from sites, and I do post that on my YouTube community, or I post these, sites that I get a little bit of this information from on my Facebook page. I haven't been really active in my Instagram or my Twitter so much, or my Pinterest, but the overall energy is something big's happening, surprise, get ready for some interesting energy, get ready for some interesting news. Now, is that going to be in your personal life? It could be. Is that going to be in the overall general, world, the life of the world? It could be that too. The thing is that no matter what goes on in the world, we still have to live our own lives, and we still have to make our own choices as much as we can make those choices. So much influences us, and so much, we are held, and I'm getting conscription, yeah. We are held to a certain standard, just because, if you want to have a mortgage, if you, have a mortgage or rent, or we have to pay our rent, we have to, roof over our heads, food in our mouth. So there is certain things that we have to comply with in order for these things to happen. But in some ways, this is also going to be about, Again, I know I talk about it all the time. Saturn in Aquarius, reality versus illusion. And as Saturn gets more and more into Aquarius, and it'll be there for 2 years, we will be seeing more of that. We will be having the choice to see whether that we want to look at the reality or the illusion. Okay, just letting you know all that. So overall energy, let's go ahead and pull an angel tarot card. And here we go here. Oops. And the pink deck that I said, they're actually guardian angel tarot cards. That's what those are. This is the angel tarot cards. Let's see what we might have for the overall energy for Aries. And I have my notes right over here, so that's why I looked there too. Because here we go. 1, 2, and 3. As you might know, if you follow, reverse cards have a really strong energy. So we have 3 cards face down. First card up. Oh, get busy, get ready, do your work. 7s, that number is a perfect number. It has a divine meaning. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, get down to business. Money energy too. So the overall energy with this is a lot of the things we've been waiting for, a lot of the things that we've been doing will come to fruition during this time, or at least they will start to pop their heads up. Think of it as with the spring, we've planted the seeds and now they're popping up. We do have to nurture these dreams. We do have to nurture them, keep them watered, or however we want to do that. And again, too, I'm talking about keeping our vibrations really, really high as much as we can in order for them to grow. So this Aries season is about a lot of growth, but it's a lot, new beginnings, new starts. Anyway. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. Your next card up is the Ace of Air. Now, air energy is our Aquarius. It is our Gemini. It is our Libra. There's going to be all of these energies, all these air signs will be in play a little bit this month. Some a little more than the other, okay? Air is strategic thinking. It is making some plans. It could also be hearing news. Now, aces are new beginnings. You can think of those as a 1. So again, a lot of the things we've been working on, a lot of the things we've been planting, a lot of the things we've been that we've been wishing and wanting, we should be seeing them start to grow. So this is what's happening in Aries season. Now, brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation. Remember Saturn, I know. Reality versus illusion. A challenging beginning. And that's, and as you're going to see, nothing's going to be, I have some words that I, during my meditations from higher power, nothing, life isn't easy. Life isn't easy. It is a challenge. It is a journey for us, but it's very worthwhile. Your last card here, 6 of Water. So here we have, now it's interesting that in a fire sign, which is what Aries is all about, and remember, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are all fire signs. They are about, passionate, burning, very determined type of energies here. So we're in Aries. We have our earth energy here. We have our air energy here. And now we have our water energy. Water is Cancer, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. We are finished with Pisces season. It's very emotional. There's a little bit of romance. There's a little bit of nostalgia here too. Okay? 6 is the number of man. So kind of like, what is it that we can create? What is our illusion? I'm getting what is our illusion? What do we need to look deeper into? Now the 6 of Water has a lot of nostalgia in it too. So it's kind of like you need to see, maybe this is about looking back and seeing the truth of your situation. Anyway, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. Okay, so now, like I said, when I'm doing my meditation, when I'm preparing even, I ask higher power to give me some words, give me some, what I need to share for you. And this one is, and I'm, I'm not going to say, and this is why I really don't watch other readers and I don't read other horoscopes, because I don't want to influence what comes through. But, as I'm preparing and getting times and stuff, I'm sure that there is some of those influences that do seep through. But with higher power, and also too, I was pulling my guardian angels with this too, so to help me with some of these words. And what I got was, it's up to you to claim your personal power. No one else will do it for you. No one else will do it for you. Give your fear to higher power. Life is to be lived. Let go of in what I call stinking thinking, okay? And flying high is risky, but so is living. Live and let live. And what that meant to me was, you know what? People, you do what you've got to do, but you let me do what I want to do or what I've got to do, okay? So, sometimes we can't always do what we want to do, but it is live and let live. Now, these two are here. Let's see what we have, and let's go pull one other card. They were sideways, but I'll put them as reversed. And here we go. Let's see. And like I said, this is my Rider Tarot cards. Now, if we ever get the Death card, please don't be afraid of that. It just means something happens very quickly. So something has to end in order for something to begin, and it happens very dramatically and very quickly. So don't ever be afraid of that card. I've had that in my life, and I'm like, oh, no, but nobody dies. It's just a situation changes quicker, okay? And sometimes it's a situation we want, but we just didn't want it to change so quick. Okay, your first card here is the King of Wands. Now, the King's underlying energy is air energy. And again, we've talked about what air energy is. The overlying energy is fire energy, and I've talked about what fire energy is. The King of Wands is taking a look at the whole big picture. Okay, so with this, look at everything. Look at everything. Don't take anything for granted, but don't get so caught up in the small stuff that you forget to live your life. Okay, Temperance, all about balance. We balance, keeping things in an even keel. Ooh, not evil, even keel. Keeping things. Remember your work-life balance type of thing, and also to your thoughts, words, mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit, your intuition, keeping things in balance, okay? And that means taking care of yourself during this time, getting the proper rest, eating well, doing the things you need to do. Now, a lot of times, whether you're in spring or autumn, a lot of times we need to look back and say, okay, if we're in spring, maybe it's time for us to, go on that diet. If we're in autumn and we're getting ready for winter time, hey, it is still, there is changes in those habits too. So it's kind of I'm getting a really I'm getting kind of a get out of your funk, get out of, and that's F-U-N-K, get out of your funk, get out of your sweat clothes, because, start moving. Now, yes, you're saying, well, if I'm in my sweat clothes, no, the people that I'm talking to, you've been in your sweat clothes and you haven't been moving. So if you're going to wear the sweat clothes, get moving. Anyway, so Aries season, get moving. Again, that would go with life is to be lived. Your last card here, okay, and that is reversed. That is the Nine of Swords. Swords is your air energy, which we've talked about also. And that's the Four of Swords. Four of Swords. There's a lot of things that have to be let go of. There's a lot of things that you need to rethink. There's a lot of things that you need to rehash, and yet at the same time also let go of. Now, fours do have some stability to it, and it's also about organization. Now, remember too, and I know I talk about this, but Saturn and Jupiter become more and more enmeshed in the Aquarius energies as we go on. So again, keep our vibrations high during this time. All of the planets are direct, and they will be direct until the 27th of April. So this is pushing us forward. There's a node that's retro. I'm not going to get too much into that, but most of the planets are pushing us forward. Aries season is pushing us forward also. Now, couple of things that I thought were important. was the 21st of March and the 22nd of March. We had, well, the 21st, we had Venus entering Aries, okay? Venus is emotions. Venus is about love, relationships. And as it enters into Aries, it is, it is passionate. It is bringing things up in our emotional states and also in our relationships. And then we have, though, Gemini is trined with Saturn and Aquarius. That is really, that's, okay, Saturn is what, like I've talked about that all the time. And Gemini is about independent thinking. Geminis are very independent thinkers, and they do, they're very quick-witted also. So there's something, just think about that 21st, 22nd, especially with your relationships, especially with how you are viewing your relationships, okay? Now, we jump down to the 28th of March, and we've got some interesting stuff going on there too. The 28th of March, the moon will be full. It will be in Libra at 6:27 p.m., again, Eastern Standard Time. Now, it is trine. There is a grand trine with that. Now, that is also, grand trines are very lucky. They're very, oh my goodness, what do I want to say about a grand trine? They're very magical in many ways, and they are times for great manifestation. So remember, new moon to full moon, as the moon is waxing and getting bigger, that's when we're requesting. Full moon to new moon, as it gets smaller, waning, that's when we let go. The full moon is one of those times where we do it all. We do release, relinquish, request. Release what we don't need anymore, release what's holding us back, relinquish what we don't need anymore, and request the good stuff. And remember, we have so much Aquarius energy, we need to speak it out. So there is going to be, the trine, full moon in Libra, it trines with Saturn in Aquarius. Now remember, Libra is about balance. Libra likes balance. But Saturn, Saturn in Aquarius wants to bring things out to you. So there could be a little bit of information that comes out, or situations that you're like, oh my gosh. But we need that. Libra needed to balance it, because people were too strongly one way, and so this is to balance the other. Now, the Libra is trined with Jupiter, which is also in Aquarius. That's about good fortune. So there could be some changes in fortune for the positive, okay? That could bring money in also. Then we have Libra trines with Mars in Gemini. And remember, Mars is an Aries energy. But, so this is the warrior. This is the, going into battle type of energy. But Gemini has you thinking through this. Gemini is kind of like pick your battles, choose wisely. What is it that you really want to go after? So the full moon in Libra is going to be about, it could be about sudden changes, shifts. It will go towards the positive, though of course full moons are always a little bit uncomfortable for many of us. Unexpected information, unexpected kind of like, surprise, this is happening. Again, too, I talk about when, I never say to worship the moon. Higher power is for who I worship, or, who I connect with, I should say. But a full moon is a divine creation, so I do feel that the energies do scientifically affect us. It affects the world. So it is a good time to make that connection and to put out your energies, okay? That's where I say release, relinquish, and request. Whew! Now, I didn't put a date on this, and I don't know why, but Mercury is in Pisces at this time. It's going to be conjunct with Neptune, which is also in Pisces, and they're both at 21 degrees. So there's something going on there, and it's going to be between the 28th and the 3rd of April. I think it was like the 28th through the 31st of March, but I didn't put a date on that. My bad. Anyway, it connected with me because again, Mercury is about communications, and and Neptune and Pisces, they do delve into that darker place, that darker area. So this could be some dark, deep secrets, conversations, notifications happening. But the thing is, with that full moon, again, so as things kind of, I don't know, do we want to say they get set in motion? It could be some of these things are brought to that light, okay? Because, Libra, air energy, Aquarius, air energy, Gemini, air energy. Okay. Then we go on to April 3rd. April 3rd, Mercury is entering into Aries at 11:42 p.m. Now, let's see what we want to say about that. Now, Aries fire sign. I am going to say, watch what you say. Watch what you talk about. Aries might push you forward, and you may overpromise. So you may say, sure, I can get that done, and then afterwards, as you're trying to get something done, especially in your work, you're like, oh my gosh, I said I could get it done, but I didn't know I had to get it done yesterday. So just watch your mouth, watch what you say, because I do feel that there's going to be some impulsive type of communication at this time. So let's go on and see what we have here for the 3rd of April when Mercury changes. Here we go. 3 of air. Okay, so 3s have a celestial type of energy. 3 of air is a recovery time. To me, that's the 3 of swords. I look at that as recovering. So this could be one of those times, maybe this communication will be where somebody comes back into your life and you need to, have a really strong conversation about your relationship. But the 3 of air, that's the 3 of swords. So it's that heart with those 3 swords. And everyone's like, no, 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 along with the death card. Put those away, put those away. It is about recovering. It is about healing. It is about getting things out. I'm kind of getting this, like you need to regurgitate the emotion in order for you to heal again, okay? So that could be vomiting of the mouth, and I don't mean you're going to physically get sick, but it's just like so much stuff just comes out. So, again, I'm going to say be careful a little bit too, because once it leaves, it can never come back, okay? So great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. Reverse, let's see what we have here. 9 of fire. 9s have that finality, completion energy. We've talked about fire energy. I love her. She is so strong. Whether you be male or female, it doesn't matter. She has such great strength. So, I like to call her the dragon tamer or the dragon slayer. Sometimes there are dragons that we need to slay. So this is all about standing firm. Okay, so if you're going to say something, mean what you say and say what you mean, okay? Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. And your last card here, the 10 of earth. Now I love this. 10's transitional number. Earth is, again, the number that we talked about, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Very solid energy. And I think we have actually on the 14th, we actually have Venus entering Taurus. So between, I would say, the 3rd and the 14th, you could see some stabilization in your emotions and in your family life too, okay? Because this is about a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. Now, we do come to that new moon, and let's see where my cards are. There they are. We have that new moon in April on the 11th. It is in Aries, and that's at 10:30 p.m. New moons begin new projects, new starts, new anything, okay? So let's just take one card for the new moon and see what we have here. King of Swords. Okay, so remember the king underlying energy is air, which is swords. Oh, and the swords energy is air. Okay, so this is air. So this would be your again your Aquarius, your Gemini, your Libra. The King of Swords is like this is the oldest of the decks. This is the oldest of the cards, and this brings about great wisdom. So if this is something that you want, if you are planning on starting a new project at this time, this is a time really think things through. But, and again, too, I'm always saying, connect with your higher power, your guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine archangels, whoever that is for you, because they will guide you. And that is actually where wisdom does help. Wisdom does come, is knowing that there is more than just you. Just thinking that we have all the answers is arrogance. So we don't have all the answers, but we know how to find many or some of those answers. The King of Swords, though, is just, it sees clearly, and I get the word crisp. Crisp, so is that, so basically crisp, whoever, I don't know, but I'm getting the word crisp. Okay, I talked about the 14th of April, Venus entering Taurus, which is an earth sign. I do feel that is going to be, that the emotions are going to start stabilizing more and more. And also this will be developing relationships. It'll be really kind of learning what makes other people tick. Okay. And then we come to the 19th of April and Taurus season begins. And so Taurus season will begin at 4:34 p.m. Now, let's just pull one from my arcane. Okay, there we go. Oh, we got a bunch that just fell out. So let's see what we might have going on for Taurus. We're just going to do these real quick. Knight's underlying energy is fire. Ariel is earth energy. We've talked about that. Basically, in Taurus, there's going to be a lot to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind, trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. So Taurus is coming out already as a lot of this stuff has helped us to prepare, and now it's time to get busy. And remember, nights are directional. Here we go with the Page of Fire reversed. Page of Fire is follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. Gabriel is fire energy. Energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. Underlying energy of a page is earth. Now, we come back to, and again reversed, we come back to King of Michael. Now, King of Michael is the same as the King of Air. Okay? So, principled, rational, ambitious, respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So a lot of things that are happening in Aries, they really get moving in Taurus. And our last card is an Archangel energy card, so this is really, really strong. Archangel Azrael, and this is peace. That would be lovely. I would love Taurus. I would love Aries to end with Taurus beginning on a note of peace. That would be so lovely, wouldn't it? Now, Archangel Azrael. So remember Azrael's name. Release the past. And we've talked about a lot of that. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Now, one thing before we go on to our individual readings. I love this one, and so this is kind of like the end of, so that would be sometime in the end of April to the beginning of, the end of Aries season to the beginning of Taurus season. I think that would be lovely. But again, it's letting go of that past. It's, there's a lot of healing. Remember that Three of Swords, I think it was, or three. And there goes a card down there, but let's see what we have here. And let me go pick that card up. Excuse me. So what crystal or energy might be good for us? And I should have this too. I don't know that this is it. It just kind of looks like it. So anyway, Aragon, star clusters, earth healing, which we need, grounding, stress relief, and vitality. So we've got a lot of energy. So when I was talking about releasing the past, a lot of that has to happen with that 3 of air, which is the 3 of swords. Also that 6 of water. Now, lots of things happening, lots of really good energy, no matter where we're living. Again, too, I will go back to the words that I heard from higher power, and I'm reading it up here. It's up to you to claim your own personal power. No one else will do it for you. Give your fear to your higher power. Guardian angel, your spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, your archangel, whoever that is for you. Life is to be lived. Let go of stinking thinking. Oh, things are never going to get better. Da, da, da. No, we have to put out the positive energies, okay? And, okay, flying high is risky, but so is living. Live and let live. So that's what we've got right now as our overview. And now we will start our individual readings. Hello, my Tauruses, and welcome to Aries season. This is the season to really get things done before your birthday season starts, okay? So lots of really interesting stuff going on here. Let's see what we have for my Tauruses. Here we go. My Angel Tarot cards, 1, 2, and 3. You know what happens with the reversed cards. I've talked to you about all of the court cards except for Queen. That was in the introduction. The Queen's underlying energy is water, so that's emotional. That is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional, very caring type of energy too. Can be a little bit overboard sometime and may feel a little uncomfortable for my Tauruses. Okay, and I've talked to you also in the introduction about all the different energies. Here we are. Reversed. First card up, Knight of Earth. Okay, get busy. Get busy, get things done. This is your energy, of course, Capricorn and Virgo energy. Knights, very much going after what they want. This is, so Aries season, besides finishing up a lot of stuff that's been left undone, this is getting ready. This is you now taking things more and more. And you've been going through this. This is not a surprise to you, my Tauruses. This is taking more control, taking more time, taking more action into your own hands. Aries, and I think that Libra full moon is going to push you forward. You are just ready. You are just kind of like letting things go. Even if it's been unresolved, this is actually quite healthy for you. You're not, I'm getting the word ruminating over those things as much. You're just kind of like, no, you know what? Can't do anything about that because you've tried. You've thought about it. You've tried to see how could I fix it? How could I change it? You're kind of like, taking the page. I feel like, the page, you're taking it off of the whatever, the binder, and then ripping in it and saying, you know what? I got to go move forward. I have to take things and just start. Now, this could be very much a new job, a new career, it could also be a new home also, because this is very tangible type of energy. But once you figure this out, what it is you've been wanting, and again, that full moon has a lot of power for you. Once you figure out what it is you've been wanting, you go after it. You go after it, and you're going after it with a vengeance. Here we are. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. Next card up is the Star. Okay, so we have a 17. We have the 1, new beginnings, 7 or 10, 10 plus 7, transition. 7 is a divine number, a divine umbrella, divine protection. 1 plus 7, 8, infinite opportunities. Archangel Jophiel. Jophiel has a strong connection with the arts and creativity. And remember, it doesn't have to be that you're creative in the arts. Thinking things through is a big part of creativity also. Seeing things, seeing other options, seeing other ways to get things done is also creativity. And I'm going to kind of go with more that, the 17th, your sign begins on the 19th. I'm going to go possibly with that full moon, the 28th, through the 17th, because that 17 is kind of calling to me a little bit. I'm going to say something is going to happen. You're going to hear news about that dream, about that, whatever that is that you've been working towards between that full moon, what is it, the 28th, and through the April 17th. I really feel like that's going to be a big window of opportunity for you, my Tauruses, okay? This is about dreaming, making a wish, putting it out into that universe, and again, speak it. Aquarius energy, yes, write it down because you are good writers, but write it down, but then speak it out also. Anyway, happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. Things are bouncing, rebounding, changing. Anyway, next card is the Empress. Okay, so the Empress, now we have a 3. 3 has that celestial energy, and there's a lot of power in 3. People will knock on wood 3 times, and say something, power of 3 or more. There's a lot of power energy with that 3 celestial. Also, this is Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel can bring you news. The Empress is about abundance. Like I said, something I feel like it's going to be more the 28th through the 17th. That a lot of the things that you've been working on, you're going to see fruition, you're going to see growth, you're going to see things come back. I'm kind of getting like a boomerang effect. The thing is that what comes back to you is more than what you put it out for. Okay? It's more, so yeah, throw it out there, throw out your boomerang, but what comes back to you is going to be bigger. Okay? Have faith, believe, time for miracles, right? Okay. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. Now, let's see for some clarification. John Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I do love these cards, but they don't have court cards in them. So they're not, that's why they're called Oracle and Tarot, Okay, Material Harvest. You have the 9, there's a finality to it. There is a completion to it. Material harvest is about getting things back, but yet at the same time, this is very much in the real physical world. It's not so much in that metaphysical, though you do have a lot of the metaphysical energy guiding you and pushing you. Here we go. Let's go on here. Nope. Let's go ahead and cut. Okay. So here we are. Crown chakra. So again, we have the 7. So something with those 7s. Crown chakra, remember, okay. So we have 7 chakra energy points. Okay. And so the root or the base to the heart. So we have the root, the sacral, the solar plexus. You can't see me. The solar plexus, and then we have the heart chakra. Those have more natural or physical types of energies. We have the heart, throat, third eye, and then the crown chakra. Those go more from the physical to the supernatural. The crown chakra is that connection, that up and down connection, that, that putting it out there, getting this back. That has a lot to do with that Empress, putting it out there, getting this back type of energy. So this is about that time for you, again, too, especially since this ends, this is kind of completing a lot of your own astrological year. This is, again, release, request. Release, relinquish, request. Okay? Connecting higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, Archangel Jophiel, and Archangel Gabriel. Your next card is, so 4, authority. Now, there's a lot of emperor energy with authority, so there is kind of that, 4s have a stability, 4s are also about organization. Authority is kind of, I don't know if there's kind of a brush with authority, if you're going to go maybe against authority. I kind of feel like there's a little bit of this pushback with the authority. Okay, part of that could be that you're not going, and this we've talked to, you're not necessarily doing what, what everyone else is doing. You're, again, there's kind of this taking some control back and moving. Authority, again, there's some organization, there is some support, stabilization there too. I don't necessarily, and I don't know if this is going to talk about being, connecting with your higher power in authority, because I feel like between the higher power and, so what the supernatural and the natural, I feel like there's a little bit kind of like a rubbing it raw. Okay, I feel like there's a little bit of a conflict here. So I don't know. Should you be aware of that? Yeah. Should you should you not? I can't tell you what that circumstance is going to be for you, but there is something to do with authority. Now I kind of feel this could be a block. This could be trying to keep you from a lot of this other. Now, who is the authority? There could be, we have all different, it could be the people we live with. It could be our work, our supervisor, things like that. You have to be careful. You have to, so that one just flew out. So, there's something, with that authority that doesn't necessarily sit comfortably with me. So you'll have to tell me what that is, my Tauruses. Now we have one card that flew out, and that's, okay, another card flying out. Here we go. We will cut for this third one here. Okay. Here we go here. So we have that 17, we have that 7, and this is another 7. So we have some real 777 energy, very divine protection. Now this is projections. So this is putting out there, part of projections is putting out what you want others to see. It's not necessarily the truth. So remember, these are advice cards. So watch what you are putting out, okay? Watch what you are, letting other people see. Part of this is kind of like, playing a part. And I don't know if this is, I'm just kind of, you have to live within your integrity. You have to live, again, there's something, be careful about what you're projecting, what you're putting out. Be careful about what you're giving away, if you're giving away too much of yourself also. There's something about projections that's, again, it's kind of going along with this authority. Not quite, picking it up, but it's just something that is, it's not, it doesn't just fall into place here, okay? But you do have some 7. You have these 7s. And there is some divine authority over you. It's not this so much, though. It's not this. There is some divine protection over you, too. Your next card is past life. Oh, so this is, so we have an 18. So we had the 1, the 10, and we have the 8, which we've talked about. Right? Did we talk about 8s? Yeah, we talked about an 8 here. Past life. So there could be some karmic type of resolution happening here. There is some lessons that you will probably have to go through, but I shouldn't say go through. No, forget the go through. Sometimes, with the thing with past lives and lessons, we think we have to go through them. No, we have to learn them. Or we have to say, this no longer serves us anymore. This isn't necessary to me anymore. Sometimes learning to give something up is just as important as learning the lesson, okay? So now, past lives could be in your own reality as it is. I don't know. I'm getting salamander. So chameleons are the ones that kind of, so chameleons are the ones that kind of adapt to wherever they're at. So that could be with the projection. So be careful about that. But part of this is, I'm not telling you to go look into your past lives, because unless you're really called to do that and you're doing that with somebody that can help you through that, I've known of people that have gone into past lives, don't know why I need to tell you this, but gone into past lives and they brought things back to their real life, okay? Okay, and it was something that was not necessarily, they never closed it off. So it was not necessarily a healthy something that they bring forward. So sometimes we have to come to that conclusion that it's kind of like, I'm good enough just where I'm at. Okay? Okay. There's a lot with that one. This one I think is reversed. Yes, it is. Harmony, being at peace, being one. Harmony, we have that 10, transition, 1 plus 0 is a 1, new beginnings. This is quite lovely with this. This is also the heart chakra, the third eye chakra. Third eye chakra is a receiver, okay? That's the messages that come in. My Tauruses, you're very psychic. You do get these messages. So part of this is, so what are you putting out? What are you projecting? Hey, you know what? Maybe we're done with that past life. Maybe some of the karmic energies, we need to say, you know what? Let it be resolved, because we can speak these things through too, okay? We can say, we can put that out there. Okay, now, but then this is also be at peace, be at harmony, let things happen, be at one, one with your higher power also. Let's go into these cards now. Here we go. Interesting stuff. Very spiritual. A lot of those sevens energies, a lot of the one energy or the 10 energy too. Also, so let's go on here. Let's see what we have. Again, too, my Tauruses, if you're saying about, oh, I must have done, please keep your words, your vibrations high, because a lot of times people will say, oh, I must have done something wrong in my past life. Those are the things that agitate that up, okay? That kind of stir that stuff up. Oh, well, maybe Taurus did do something wrong in their past life. Let's take a look at it. Or, so no, let it go. It's all gone. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. See where I can put these here. Okay, let's see what we have here. 6 of Michael. We know Michael is air energy. We know 6s have that, man type of energy. It's like what we have made this happen. Things have happened. This is sailing into the sun. This is sailing into the clear weather. Things are ending. Things are moving forward. It goes back to that night of fire. It goes back to, night of earth. All those things. What is it that you've been wanting? Be clear on it. It's always when I'm talking about cutting cords or cutting connections, you have to be careful, because some of those things, you have to really see what it is that you have to let go and cut, because what it is may give you wisdom for that future. So you want to kind of cut the things that aren't healthy for you, okay? So when you're releasing and relinquishing, you want to release and relinquish the things that are not of value, that do not cause you benefit or give you benefit, okay? 6 of Michael is moving into a better place, moving into, it's like a lot of the things, that you've been working towards, like I said, what was it, the 28th through the 17th, I really had that energy. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Relocation or travel. Movement. Next card is the Queen of Michael. Remember, underlying energy is water, emotional, but Michael is thinking things through. You're not just emotionally driven with this. You are also looking at it very logically, looking at it very matter-of-factly too. You are also standing in your power with this. There is some, even though we're connecting, there is stuff, we let higher power do what they need to do, and we do what we need to do. Here we go. Okay, well, first of all, brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, and you've had a lot of experience. A time for your career rather than relationships. So yeah, and this is very much your money and your relationships. Now, here we go. Last card here, 7 of Gabriel. So you had, how many 7s do you have here? You have 1, 2, 3 7s. If you add the 3 and the 4, there's another 7. And here we come to another 7. 7 of Gabriel, fire energy. Again, it's that divine umbrella. Do what you need to do. Stand up for yourself. Go after what you want to go after. Have your connection with your higher spirit. But this is you focus, get it done. Okay? Do we really get anything done though? Go for it. Let's do that. Just go for it. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. Now I'm going to use my guardian angels. Like I've said this before, very kind, gentle energy. Little wordy, so it's not really great for a traditional type of reading. But if you've ever, okay, we've got 3 now that fell. Oh my goodness. So 3 that fell. We're just going to go through these. First card is 10 of emotions, that's 10 of cups. Okay, 10 of water, 10 of Raphael. Life is blessing you with a wonderful and loving family. Great happiness and emotional fulfillment are now on the horizon. Harmony, remember we had the harmony card. Harmony with those you love is assured. By offering forgiveness and understanding and kindness to others, you're rewarded with unconditional love. And you know, when cards pop out, they want to be read. So here we go. Helper of thought. Now I'm not sure if that's the page or the knight, but it's of air. Your life is about to start moving fast. We talked about that. Start moving very fast. Events that seem to be on hold suddenly require all your attention. There's no time to sit and ponder. You've got to get moving. Review the details as best you can. You know will meet or are someone with a very quick mind who instantly grabs what to do. This person is both confident and courageous. And your last card here, let's go on here. The guardian of thought. So I think that the helper is the page and the guardian is the knight, I think. You may be called upon to be a spokesperson for a cause close to your heart. Your angels will give you the perfect words and you'll do brilliantly. You may be asked to be a mentor or find yourself one. This situation involves someone who's professional with a positive attitude and fresh ideas. This person, who could be you, may be emotionally unavailable, and that kind of goes along with that Queen of Michael too, because you know they're kind of they've distanced themselves from the emotion. Now, you had a lot of stuff, my Tauruses, with that. Here we go. Now let's go on, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull one. We're going to pull one crystal energy card and see what we have here. Hold on a second. Come on. Here we go. Not reversed. So crystal or energy. Here we are. Amber. Well, here we have that harmony again. So harmony seems to be very important for you. Home protection, calm, attracts love. So interesting stuff for you. You know, my Tauruses, just keep moving. Just keep moving. Now, I hope you enjoyed the videos. Please remember the like, share, subscribe does help, especially the shares. As always, my Tauruses, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.